Sand burned under his feet as he ran. He did not look back. He did not slow down. His chest rose and fell like a drum beaten too fast, and fear pushed him forward harder than his legs wanted to go. "Run faster," a voice inside him cried. "Do not stop. Do not listen." But another voice, quiet, steady, impossible to ignore, followed him wherever he went. "Go to that great city. Speak to them." He shook his head violently, as if he could throw the voice off his shoulders. "No," he whispered between breaths. "Not me. Anyone but me." The man's name was Jonah, and he was running from God. Jonah was not a bad man. He prayed. He obeyed. He listened, most of the time. But this time was different. God had asked him to go to a powerful city filled with cruel people. People who hurt others. People who did not care about right or wrong. Jonah hated them. They deserved punishment, he muttered as he pushed through the crowded street toward the harbor. Why should I warn them? Why should I help them? The smell of salt filled the air. Waves crashed loudly against wooden docks. Sailors shouted as they tied ropes and loaded heavy cargo. Jonah spotted a ship preparing to leave. "Where are you sailing?" he asked, trying to catch his breath. "Far away," one sailor replied. "As far as the sea will carry us." Perfect, Jonah thought. Far away from that city. Far away from God's command. How much to board? After paying quickly, he climbed onto the ship without another thought. He did not pray. He did not ask if this was right. He just wanted distance. As the ship pulled away from shore, Jonah finally allowed himself to sit down. He stared at the shrinking land and felt something that almost looked like relief. There, he sighed. Now God will choose someone else. But you cannot sail away from the one who made the sea. Hours passed. The sky darkened earlier than expected. Clouds gathered like an army preparing for war. A strong wind rose suddenly, then stronger, then violent. The ship jerked sideways. "Hold the ropes," a sailor screamed. Waves slammed against the side so hard that water poured onto the deck. "This is no ordinary storm," another shouted. Thunder cracked like the sky was breaking apart. Jonah felt the ship drop sharply, then climb again. His stomach twisted. Fear crawled up his spine. The sailors, tough men who had seen many storms, now trembled openly. "Pray," one cried. "Everyone pray to your God." They threw cargo into the sea to make the ship lighter, but the storm only grew worse. Where was Jonah? Sleeping. Deep inside the ship, he had curled into a corner and fallen into an uneasy sleep, as if running had drained every drop of strength from him. The captain rushed below and shook him hard. "How can you sleep at a time like this?" he shouted. "Get up. Call on your God. Maybe he will save us, so we do not die." Jonah sat up slowly. The ship groaned around him. Water splashed at his feet. He knew. This storm was not random. It had followed him. The sailors gathered together, their faces pale. "We must find out who caused this disaster," one said. They cast lots, and every eye turned toward Jonah. Silence fell. "Tell us," the captain demanded. "Who are you? What have you done? Why is this happening?" Jonah swallowed hard. "I am a Hebrew," he said quietly. "I worship the Lord, the God who made the sea and the land." The sailors stared at him in horror. "Then why is this happening?" He closed his eyes. "Because I am running from him." The wind screamed louder, as if agreeing. "What should we do to you so the sea will calm down?" a sailor asked desperately. Jonah looked at the raging water. "Throw me into the sea," he said. "No," the sailors shouted. They tried rowing harder to reach land, but the waves pushed them back again and again. Finally, with tears mixing with rain, they cried out, "Lord, do not hold us guilty for this man's life." Then they lifted Jonah. For a moment, their eyes met his. There was fear, but also peace. And they threw him into the sea. The moment his body hit the water, the storm stopped. Just like that, the sea became smooth as glass. The sailors fell to their knees, shaking. They knew they had witnessed the power of the true God. But Jonah was sinking. Cold water swallowed him. Darkness closed in. This is the end, he thought. He opened his mouth to cry out, and salty water rushed in. His lungs burned. Then something huge moved beneath him. A shadow. A mouth. Suddenly, he was swallowed. Not crushed. Not torn apart. Swallowed whole. Jonah landed in thick darkness. The smell was terrible. The floor beneath him was soft and moving. He realized where he was. inside a giant fish. He curled up, shaking. God, he whispered. For the first time since running, he prayed. Please, save me. Time passed strangely inside the fish. There was no sun, no moon. Only darkness and the steady movement of water outside. Jonah thought about his choices. I ran because I was angry, he confessed through tears. I did not want those people to be forgiven. I wanted them to be punished. His voice echoed softly. But you are merciful, and I tried to escape that mercy. For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah prayed. He promised to obey. I will go, he said. I will do what you ask. Then suddenly, the fish surged upward. Jonah felt himself thrown forward as the creature opened its mouth. With a violent splash, he was back on land, covered in slime, gasping, alive. He fell to the ground and laughed, and cried at the same time. The voice came again. Go to that great city, and speak. This time Jonah did not run. The journey was long, but every step was a step of obedience. When he finally saw the city, it stretched farther than he imagined. Crowds filled the streets. Noise echoed everywhere. Fear returned. What if they laugh at me? What if they hurt me? Still, he walked in. 40 days, he shouted. 40 days, and this city will be overturned. People stopped. They listened. The message spread quickly, from market stalls to homes, from children to elders. Something unexpected happened. The people believed. They began to fast. They put on rough cloth to show sorrow. Even the king stepped down from his throne. Everyone must turn from their evil ways, the king declared. Who knows? God may yet show mercy. Jonah watched in shock. This cannot be happening, he muttered. He had expected anger. Instead, he saw repentance. Days passed, and the destruction Jonah feared and secretly expected never came. God forgave them. Jonah's jaw tightened. His fists clenched. He marched out of the city and sat under the burning sun. I knew it, he cried angrily. I knew you would forgive them. That is why I ran in the first place. His voice broke. I would rather die than see this. God did not answer with thunder or fire. Instead, he caused a leafy plant to grow beside Jonah, giving him shade. Jonah sighed happily. At least something good, he said. But the next morning, a worm destroyed the plant. The sun beat down harder than before, and a hot wind made him dizzy. I cannot take this. Jonah groaned. It is better for me to die. Then God spoke gently. You are upset about a plant you did not grow and did not care for. Should I not care about a city filled with people who do not know right from wrong? Jonah fell silent. He looked back at the city, once his enemy, now full of people given another chance. For the first time, Jonah understood something deeper than obedience. He understood God's heart. Mercy is bigger than anger. Love reaches further than judgment. And sometimes the story God writes is far greater than the one we expect. Jonah came to that shore as a man running from God. But what followed changed history forever. Because his story would be told again and again. A reminder that no one is too far for mercy, and no place is too dark for grace. Maybe you feel like running too. Running from something hard. Running from what you know is right. Listen carefully. The same God who pursued Jonah still pursues people today, not to destroy them, but to guide them. And the moment you stop running might become the moment your life changes forever. If this story touched your heart, do not forget to subscribe so you do not miss more powerful stories like this. Like this video to help others find hope, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever tried to run from something you knew you should face? Your story is not over yet.